guys, before I say anything else, let me say this. I know people go around saying, oh, no one cares about your fantasy football team, stop talking about it. But you know what? People actually care about mine. To my surprise, people actually care about mine. Because you guys know, for the past 2 years, I've done my fantasy draft. I've recorded it. Not live, but you know, me drafting. So it's like kind of live, but delayed. And I've gotten comments being like, hey, are you doing that again this year? And I said, yeah, I think so. But then, you know, life happened and the draft, it kind of snuck up on me. Not that I forgot when the draft was, but just like, you know, a few hours before the draft, I was like, oh shoot, I got to do the draft. And you know, just like my papers in school and just like my assignments in school, I get them, I get the date that they're due, and I'm like, oh, I got so much time to do this, you know, no worries, don't need to work on this now. And just like with the draft, I was like, oh, the draft is so far away, no need to prep for it now. Yeah, and then the date comes that the draft is, or the date comes that the paper is, and I have nothing done. So yeah, about 30 minutes before the draft was starting, I did my research. Yeah, let's clap it up for that. So I just pulled up some random sites, pulled up some random charts, and kind of read it as fast as I could. And so, you know, with the draft, I just had to do what I do with most of my tests and assignments in school. I just had to wing it. I'm changing that saying that art imitates life to fantasy football imitates life, because the parallels, they're just there. The procrastination, it's just there, sadly. And, you know, the draft, it opens up, and I have the 10th overall pick out of 10 players. So, you know, I'm just like, wow, that's amazing, thank you. You know, that's the last spot I wanted. That's the last pick I wanted. That was worst case scenario. So that goes, and I'm like, shoot, I'm done. The season's over already. 10th pick, it's done. I have no research. The only research I did have was from the top 10 running backs video I did. I had some of that knowledge in my head. So running backs I was okay on, but you know, I had the 10th overall pick, so those top tier running backs were gonna be gone. So I'm sitting there like, what am I gonna do? I'm freaking out. And I see I'm lined up to take Odell, like that's where he should go according to the site I was drafting on, but I knew this league I'm in is full of Giants fans, so I'm like, oh, he's gonna go before 10. He always goes before where he's supposed to go in this league. But you know, I'm waiting there, I'm sitting there, and the person who's drafting before me I know is a big Giants fan, and the clock was just ticking down. Odell was still available. He had 9, I had 10, and Odell was just sitting there. I'm like, come on, please, please, he made it this far, don't take him. And he took Fournette, so I was like, yes, let's go, I got Odell, things are looking okay here. So I drafted Odell 10th overall, because you know, I just had to, got Odell on the wrist right here. Gotta do it. Don't blink, I'm talking to you, Jalen Ramsey. It's a snake draft. I had the next pick, and Melvin Gordon was still available somehow, I guess, I don't know, no one took him. So I grabbed Melvin Gordon there at 11. What's weird though is I'm very unconsciously, I guess, loyal to my fantasy players, because I've had Odell on my team every year except for last year when he was hurt, which is, you know, I guess that was lucky. You know, the first year, his rookie year, he was in the league. I drafted him, probably reached for him in the draft. I started him the first week he played against the Falcons. You know, he didn't play like the first 4 weeks because of that hammy injury. He scored a touchdown. Never took him out after that, except for the bye week, obviously. But, yeah, that worked out well. So I had Odell, and I also had Melvin Gordon last year, too. So, I don't know, I took him again. I think he's going to be decent. So, after that, like, first round, the beginning of the second round, I was feeling okay. I was having that confidence in myself. I was like, winging it might actually work. Okay, now I have to pull up my phone and look at who I took, because I just don't have my whole team memorized, you know. So, third round, the 30th pick, I took Zach Ertz. You know, he was just kind of sitting there. I never thought about taking him, but he was just there, and I was like, okay, you're a tight end that's like a wide receiver who can catch passes. You know what? That's good enough for me. Welcome to my team, Zach Ertz. And then 4th round, 31st pick, I took Jarvis Landry, because I'm in a PPR league, and when I think of PPR, think of Jarvis Landry. So I got Odell and Jarvis. Then 5th round, this is the one I was very happy about. Let me say this. So the 50th pick, I was hoping this guy would still be there, and that is Deshaun Watson. So I was so nervous after I picked Jarvis. I was like, oh, please, please let Deshaun be there. I had Deshaun on my team last year. Only got him in for a few games, and those games were so much fun, and then he got hurt. And I was like, I gotta get him back. This is the redemption year. This is a redemption year for me and Deshaun. You know, Deshaun being on my team, and obviously for Deshaun in real life. So he still ended up there, and after the draft, my draft grade thing told me, like, that was a steal. And I was like, thanks, draft grade thing. I'm trying. So getting him, that made me really happy. So, you know, I'm in a good mood after that, getting Deshaun and Odell. Wow. I'm feeling pretty happy. And then this pick that I made after him at the 51st pick, round 6, I picked Derrick Henry. And this is kind of a blunder because I was like, oh, DeMarco Murray's retired. Yeah, Derrick Henry. And then I totally forgot they signed Dion Lewis. You know, that's where the research comes in. That's where the prep comes in. So, I mean, that's an alright pick. I'm hoping he's going to get the goal line snaps and whatever. So, we'll see how that turns out. And then the pick after that, too, is basically the same story. In the 7th round, with the 70th pick, I took Carlos Hyde because I was like, oh yeah, Browns, they just signed him, that's their running back. Totally forgetting that they still have Duke Johnson and that they also drafted Nick Chubb in the 2nd round. Just totally forgetting that. I literally remember that two picks later, or no, not 2 picks later, maybe 2 rounds later, I remembered. I was like, oh shoot, the Browns have other running backs. What's going on with me? So yeah, that's just like me not doing my prep and just being on the clock and being like, oh my gosh, what do I do? Yeah, that's what I do. I zone out when everyone else picks, and then it becomes my turn, and I'm like, oh my gosh, I should have paid attention. Then the next pick, the 8th round, 71st pick, you know, I've drafted so many Browns players. So Josh Gordon, he was sitting there, Mr. Boomer Bust. I was like, ooh, a risk. This could be a huge payoff, or he could totally sing. So I was like, yeah, I'm willing to take that risk. Let's get risky here because I'm winging this. So I took Josh Gordon. I'm really excited to see how he plays too. I think he could be, like I said, he's going to be amazing or he's going to be a total bust. But I'm leaning towards the amazing side. Wishful thinking here. I mean, look how many Browns players. I have Jarvis, Carlos Hyde, Josh Gordon. I mean, you know what, I should draft, or not draft, sorry. I should pick up Baker Mayfield and Tyrod Taylor. And so, you know, whenever they switch, if Baker ever comes in during this year, you know, I'll be ready. I'll have both of them on the team. So when Tyrod's starting, I'll have Tyrod there, and then when Baker starts, you know, I'll just switch them. I'll just have the Browns team there. I don't know. Not a Browns fan, so that doesn't apply to, you know, the homer rule. But I don't know. Just something with me and the Browns in this draft. No idea. So moving on, round 9, 90th pick, I took Sammy Watkins. He's on Kansas City now. And I was like, okay, Patrick Mahomes, you have a big arm, you have a cannon. Sammy Watkins, you're fast. Let's hope there's a lot of deep ball connections there. Hopefully Patrick Mahomes is good. So if Pat Mahomes is good, that's going to be good for me. Even though he's not on my team, it's going to be good for Sammy, who's on my team, obviously. So let's have a nice touchdown connection there, boys. Then in the 10th round, with the 91st pick, sorry, I just slapped my knee. I don't know why. I chose Rashad Penny because I feel like there's going to be another rookie running back that breaks out this year, or another young running back that breaks out this year. So I just took Penny because I was like, alright, I hope it's you. So that's why I took him. I know Seattle's offensive line is not good, but I don't know. I'm just like, okay, you're here. You're just like sitting right there towards the top of the draft board. I'm going to risk it on you because, you know, like I said, I'm risking it all here. I'm just winging it, so why not take risk? And then the 11th round with the 110th pick, chose George Kittle. So that's a tight end from San Francisco, and he was one of the few players I saw in the prep thing. It said something like, oh, Jimmy Garoppolo's gonna like to pass to him. So when I saw him on the draft board, I was like, oh my gosh, I read something about him. Let me pick him up there. So yeah, that was the little prep I did paying off. Actually, we don't even know if it's gonna pay off. He could play terribly, and the prep could backfire on me. Then with in the 12th round, with the 111th pick, I picked up Mike Williams. You know, he was injured last year, but he was picked high in the draft. I think top 10 as a wide receiver out of Clemson. He's another fast guy, so I'm hoping Phillip Rivers will be able to, you know, connect with him, and hopefully he can be a breakout guy this year. I mean, this whole team is basically me being like, yeah, I hope this guy can break out. Oh, this is boom or bust. Yeah, like I said, this is totally risking it. This could go terribly or it could go great. And then the 13th round, Carson Wentz was sitting there at the 130th pick. And I was like, why not? I know he's not playing week 1, but I have Deshaun Watson. Why not just like pick up Carson Wentz here? And if he comes back and plays well, maybe I could trade him. I don't know, or maybe I'll keep him. I don't know. And then my computer kind of got messed up, and the auto draft kind of kicked in somehow because it was later rounds and I didn't have a plan. Like I said, I was just going on other tabs because I had such a long wait between picks because I was the last pick in the draft. So I get those 2 back-to-backs and then I wait forever, which is not good for me. Like I said, I have a terrible time just concentrating on like one thing. I just gotta be all over the place. So 14th round, 131st pick, it auto picked the Los Angeles Chargers defense for me. And then with the 150th pick in the 15th round, it auto-picked Jake Elliott for me because I was just on the clock for too long. I was just scrolling through trying to find players, like players that were already taken. I was like, oh shoot, what do I do? And then it just, you know, auto-picks and like whatever. Jake Elliott was also on my team last year. This is very weird how many players I have on my team this year that I had on my team last year. He was good last year, you know, he made me cry in the 3rd week, whatever, but he was good fantasy-wise. Then the last round, 16th round, 151st pick, auto draft again. I was trying to find Marlon Mack. I couldn't find him. He wasn't drafted, but I just couldn't find him for some reason. And time ran out and auto drafted Pittsburgh's defense. So I have 2 defenses on my team. Yay, like that's just great. Like, what am I gonna do with that? I'm gonna have to just drop one. I'm not trading one. I'm gonna have to drop one and just, I don't know, add another player or something. But yeah, guys, so that was my fantasy draft. It was kind of rough. It's definitely a boomer bust team, risk it all type of team. And yeah, let me know what you think about it in the comments below. You can roast me if you want to. I don't know. It's gonna be very, very interesting to see how this team turns out, because honestly, it could go either way. Make sure you guys drop a like on this video if you liked it. Make sure you subscribe if you haven't already. And I'll see you guys next time. Peace out.